Today we are going to be starting our banyan tree drawing. We are going to be using pencil to start and then going in with oil pastel. In the branches you can see we're going to be blending and mixing lots of different colors together. We will be doing more of a sunset in the background, and then we'll go in with cool colors for the water and the reflections of the branches. To start today, a 12 by 18 piece of paper, white piece of paper, on the back write your name. Go ahead and flip it over so you cannot see your name, and we're going to be drawing and starting the landscape way. We're going to start with our horizon line. I would say about 1/4 of your page, no more than that. Draw lightly. I'm pressing nice and hard so you can see it, but you want to press lightly. Then to start our tree, we're going to start with our trunk, and we want it to be a pretty wide trunk, as we know they are very large trees. And I'm going to have it overlap the water a little bit. I think that's about a good size of the trunk there. And then from there I'm going to expand my branch. We're going to do 5 main branches. I'm going to have this one go off to the right. I'll have this one go off to the left, leaving room for 3 more branches up at the top. Then I'm going to do the bottom of the branch. And we know that branches, they don't just get cut off, so I want to make sure it kind of comes to the point. It is going off the page. I will do the same over here. These are your thickest branches. Then I will go ahead and I will do 3 more. So I'm going to go do 1 more going up here. Again, make sure press light till you have it right. So you have 5 big main branches. Next, we're going to go in and fill the branches. We really know that they twist and wind around each other. They also have roots coming down, making more trunks, so we're going to have some going off the sides as well. But I'm just going to start adding littler branches. I don't have to worry about erasing because we are going to go over it with Sharpie. So thinking about how big they would be going off of each other, you can have them overlap a little bit. Some of them even kind of twist around each other. And you do want them all to create sections, which means you want them all to go off the page or run into another branch, as we're going to be coloring in each section. So again, here's a section, here's a section, here's a section, here's a section. I'm not just going to have a branch end like that. It has to go off the page. And I will continue to do that. I will also have some branches coming down and even going into the water a little bit. Some may not go all the way. Kind of intertwine with each other. So go ahead and take some time and fill in your tree with lots of intricate branches. Once you have finished the branches of your tree, you are going to take a Sharpie and you are going to fill them in and color everything in. And before I do that, I realized I did not do kind of the center of the trunk here. I'm going to leave that opening, but you can do that with pencil or with Sharpie. And I am going to have it overlap over the horizon line. I may start by tracing it, and then eventually I'm going to go ahead and color everything in, take my time. At the end, we will go over these with oil pastel. And I'm going to color everything in, all of the branches, tracing over everything. I'm coloring everything until it looks like this. I know it's very hard to see I drew really lightly on this one, but I have my horizon line, and then I have all the branches in each section, the branches. The next step is to start blending different colored oil pastels together on the top part of the tree. Not the background or the water yet, just in the tree. So to do that, you're going to use a variety of colors of oil pastels, and you're just going to start blending them together. So I may start with a yellow, for example. I'll start with this little section here. I'm going to try not to go on the black Sharpie, but if I do a little bit, that's okay. I will go over it with black Sharpie or black oil pastel at the end. So I think a good color to kind of blend with that would be a little yellow orange. I'm going to overlap a little bit, going over the yellow, and then I think I could even go in with some orange. You could blend one color together, you could blend two colors together, you could blend three colors together, and you're going to repeat the colors, do all different colors in the different sections. So I think I'll start now this section with purple. Notice how I'm really pressing nice and hard. Then I think I'll try this mint here, overlap a little bit on the violet before I keep going. And you just want to think of different combinations of colors, blending them together. So you could go blending them together from the top to the bottom, but you could also split it in half. So I could take a pink, for example. Again, pressing nice and hard, thinking about craftsmanship. And then maybe I will have it split, and I'll bring and blend in a red on this side. So how you blend it could vary, whether it's top to bottom or side to side. I think I'm going to go back over with that pink and then kind of blend the red and the pink together, maybe even overlap a little bit. Again, thinking about colors that I use, so it looks like I've used lots of colors, but I haven't used green, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in some green. This one I may do dark to light green. Again, pressing nice and hard. And then I'll bring in kind of a yellow green, a light green. And then maybe I'll even end with yellow here. And I would keep going, filling in all of these, doing all different combinations of oil pastels. Again, pressing nice and hard. You shouldn't see any white. Thinking about different color combinations. Blending the colors together. You can always go back over with the light color and kind of blend it in there. And then I think I'll take this olive green. Again, kind of blending them all together. And you're going to keep going, blending all of the different colors together until it looks like this. You can see here I have started the background. I have started doing kind of the sunset. But you're going to finish doing the entire tree, the branches, doing all different color combinations, dark blue to light blue, purple to kind of a peach or a pink, filling in all the branches. once you have finished with the branches, we're going to go ahead and start doing the background. And in the background, you can see I went from dark to light. So I have a dark red, a light red, an orange, a yellow orange, and a yellow. So you could do dark to light, going from the top to the bottom, or you could do light to dark. But you do want to do that variation of light to dark, whether you start from the top or the bottom. So I'm going to keep going. You can see I stopped at my horizon line. I'm going to keep going in this section that I have not finished. So I'm going to start with my dark color, and I am going around those branches here that are, those roots that are coming from the top of the tree. And I like to start with my dark color first. Okay, and then once I'm done with my dark color, I have a brighter red, and I'm going to overlap a little bit. Overlap that dark red. Again, really pressing hard, blending the two colors together. And I want to stay consistent kind of with where I have my red. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit more before I transition into the orange. So I'm going to go ahead and transition into the orange. Again, overlapping to start. Then continuing on down. And I do want to go around here. Try not to go over the branch if I can help it. And that orange is pretty consistent. Looks like I need to go a little bit further down, so it's consistent through the whole background. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my yellow orange, overlap a little bit, and end with my light yellow. Fill in all the spaces. I can even go over with my light yellow, and I can kind of blend all the colors together with that light yellow. So go ahead and do your background. You could again do dark to light, that I have done from top to bottom, or you could start with light at the top and go to dark at the bottom. Next, we are ready for the water and the reflections. And we're going to be doing our oil pastels going from left to right, left to right. And to start, you're going to grab a dark blue oil pastel, and you're just going to really kind of quickly and lightly, notice I'm not pressing too hard. We just want to have a light, kind of almost like a coat over the white to cover all the white. I'm almost using kind of the side here. The side of the oil pastel, just so that everything is covered, and then we will go in and make it darker. Next, I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to go in some sections of water, going left to right, and make them darker. In all areas with that dark blue, pressing nice and hard so that at the end you can't see any of the white. Then I think I'm going to go in with a light blue, do the same thing. I'm going to even overlap that dark blue a little bit, pressing nice and hard. Again, going left to right, left to right. Again, leaving some areas empty as we're going to go in with, I'm going to go in with a violet and a different color blue as well. Overlapping a little bit, and then I'm going to go in, I think I'll go in with a violet, fill in some of those spaces. Fill in that area as well, pressing nice and hard. Then I think I'll take a different blue, a medium blue, and fill in the rest of the spots that I have not filled in yet. Again, overlapping a little bit. Make sure I go all the way to the edge here, all the way in the corners. Then once I've gone over everything, you want to take a light pink and you're going to blend them all together. So I'm actually going to take that light pink and I am going to blend over everything, really covering all the white, blending those colors together. You'll notice the pink doesn't really show up pink, but it does a great job of blending all of those blues and violet together. Going over everything from side to side. If you wanted to bring in a couple more violets, you could. Different shades of blue or turquoise. We're going to stick to cool colors for our water. Then of course in water, when there's a tree, we know there would be some reflections. So I am going to take a black oil pastel and I'm going to draw some reflections. And when the water is moving a little bit, they're not going to be perfect reflections. So I may start from this trunk and it would get a little bit smaller. And then start from this trunk. Eventually get a little bit smaller. And I will do the same. They're all pretty little, so some of them are going to be littler than others. But I want to make sure I'm doing the reflections. Some of them may kind of go over, intertwine. And then this one would probably be right here. The reflection, it wouldn't be coming from that horizon line as it stops here, so it'd probably be right here. And the very last step, once you are done with the reflections, you are done with the water, you're done with the background and the trees, so you can't see any white. You're going to take that oil pastel and you're going to go over your branch so it has a consistent look of oil pastel. There are also some areas that I accidentally went over with oil pastel on my trees, so just by going over everything, all your branches with oil pastel will make it look nice and finished. And even those small branches, you want to do that. Just be very careful, and you'll keep going, coloring with oil pastel until it's all done.